like by a human would be incredible. You know what I mean? If somebody could actually do that.
Yeah,
but
right.
It's so unnatural.
Whoa!
What was that?
I don't know. It like
just not missing though. 90% shots.
Is this one of my viewers? I would love to know.
Am I just imagine it's the craziest coincidence?
It has to be.
He's not even putting on the front alarm.
I looked over at my chat. Somebody said, "This is suspicious."
Yeah. Guys, he might be cheating. I'm not sure yet. Need to get more info.
$1,000.
Oh.
Yeah! Right.
Stop.
Right. Cheater!
Isn't it fucking annoying when you've got Gareth, who's fat, spotty, ugly, and claims benefits, spend $5 on a cheap, scummy hack that gives him incredible abilities that allow him to see fools through walls, shoot people across the map that you can't even see with an aimbot like you saw at the start of the video with those clips, and in some very rare cases use hacks that in fact allow him to be invincible. I mean, they pissed everyone off. As you saw in the clip before, that pissed Scumpy off. He was close to winning. He was third and he got taken out by a hacker, and you saw how pissed he was. And I can imagine for a lot of you, or if not all of you watching this video, you've at least encountered a hacker or know of them, and you want to be able to prepare yourselves against them. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you my best tips on how you can actually counter hackers in Warzone. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. So before we get into giving you all the tips on how to counter these fucking scumbags, first of all, I'm doing a series on my channel where I'm exposing hackers in Warzone. We're going to be trying to make this community a better community. We're going to be trying to get rid of some of these hackers, and if this video or my video in the series can even get 200 views, that's 200 extra players that can report these people, that can see these people, and can eventually not play against these people. So if you have any clips whatsoever in Warzone where you've encountered a hacker and you've got actual footage of it, hit up my email, submit FLUKEY@gmail.com to be featured in the video. Let's make sure that these fools have nowhere to hide. Let's make sure that the developers know who they are so they can ban them. They can ban their IP, they can ban their game tag, they can ban everything. So hit up the email if you want to be featured in the video, and also subscribe for more. So the first tip is stupidly simple. It is fantastic, but this only applies to console players only, and that is just to turn crossplay off. 95% of the time, in fact, I'd say 99% of the time, the hacks are from PC. PC players can just hack easily because they can add it onto the mods onto their PC. They can add it onto their laptops if they've got a gaming laptop. It's just a lot easier on PC, and it's very less likely that you'll see someone with a mod, with a hack on console. So the first tip is just to turn crossplay off completely if you are on console. Now, you'll keep getting messages from Modern Warfare and from Infinity Ward basically asking you to turn it back on. Their excuses for this would be that it improves connectivity. It's really not going to make much difference either, because if we look back to Black Ops 4 Blackout, crossplay wasn't available for that, and all the lobbies, or I'd say most of the lobbies that I got into, were fine. They weren't laggy, the connection was fine. So just ignore this message and just turn crossplay off. Next tip is to stay in close quarters with your teammates. A bigger group fucks with aimbots so much. If you're spread out, it's basically the perfect aimbot territory. It can snap onto one, snap onto the other, snap onto the rest of your team, and before you know it, you're all dead because you've been snapped on. But if you're in clusters, if you're in groups, the aimbot bugs out. It doesn't know who to shoot. So it's going to start shooting one guy, and then before you know it, it's switched to another, and another, and another. And by that point, you and your team can get out because the aimbot just doesn't know who to go for. So stay in close quarters with your teammates, literally feet apart, maybe like an arm's length, obviously a theoretical arm, but stay close to your teammates. It'll fuck with the aimbots up, in turn giving you a better opportunity to kill the hacker, kill Gareth that's used his benefit money to buy this scumbag $5 hack off the internet, and kill the hacker and get the win. Nice and simple. So we've covered the aimbot, which pretty much all hackers use. If you look at most hackers in Warzone, they only use aimbot, but there are very few that actually use war hacks and aimbot. So some might use one, some might use the other, some might use them both. So let's talk about the war hacks. How can you counter a war hack? And the simple answer is to stay near your team. It will be so easy for a war hacker just to pick you off one by one. He can see where you are. He can see if you're reviving your teammate. He can see how far away you are. It even has the distance in meters between you and the player that's using these war hacks. So you need to stay in at least groups of 2 when using or when fighting some guy that has war hacks on, because even if he drops one of you, the other person can pick up the kill. It'll be very hard and very difficult for one guy using war hacks to kill 2 of you in one foul swoop. Obviously, like I just said, if you're all split up, you're all looting, you're all doing your own thing, if this kid's got war hacks on, he can take you out one by one. He can sit in corners that you're not going to look in. He knows when and where you're going to go. But if you sit in groups of at least 2 or probably more would be better, this can help you out. And if they're also using an aimbot, you can also fuck with the aimbot because you're too close together and the aimbot will basically glitch out and not get any kills. But that has been the video. Like I said earlier on, right at the very start, I'm doing a series where I'm exposing hackers. So if you guys want to be featured in a video, hit up the email. It's at the start of the video. It's on the screen now and it's also in the description. Send me an email of a clip of a hacker to be featured in that video. But thank you all so much for watching. This is LUKEY and I'll sign out. Peace.